Something tells me you did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, Spirit. I seek passage to the sacred mountain shrine.
Hey dreamers, and welcome to a different kind of video. In this, I'm presenting you why Kena Bridge of Spirits is by far the most exciting game to come out for me personally, and why you all shouldn't be sleeping on it. I'm excited. This is a bit of a love letter for me, and I hope I can spread my fascination for the game with you guys. Also, stay tuned for a little tease by the end of this video. So first, what exactly is it about? Our main character, Kena, is a young spirit guide who travels to an abandoned village in search of the sacred mountain shrine. She struggles to uncover the secrets of this forgotten community hidden in an overgrown forest where wandering spirits are trapped. So our job is it to help the trapped spirits so they can move on and find peace while we slowly restore the corrupted environment. And while some of the spirits are more likely willing to go than others, this is where deep storytelling comes in. Each of the spirits have their own story on their regrets and unfinished business, which come with a complex and emotional depth that even features a surprisingly dark tone. The spirits are, however, not the only ones who are struggling. The story will feature a tragedy related to Kena's past involving her father, so we will also be a part of the spiritual journey and growth that Kena herself is experiencing. And I really love that. In the trailers and footage that we've seen so far, we see her meditating, learn about feeling the energy of her environment and becoming grounded, finding peace within. All of that is very close to me, and I'm already so amazed by the little things that we've seen. I think Kena Bridge of Spirits will have an incredibly emotional and inspiring story.
Look, Penny.
Ground yourself. Feel the energy of the mountain. Draw on its power.
Kena hooked me from the first moment I saw it on the PlayStation 5 reveal showcase because of its beautiful Disney Pixar-like looking visual style and animations. But who is Emberlab? How did they come out of nowhere with a small team producing such a AAA-like looking game? Emberlab was founded by brothers Mike and Josh Greer and began as animation and digital content studio. They produced commercials and visual effects for some big companies. But what they were most known for is their incredible animated short Terrible Fate, a Zelda Majora's Mask fan film, which is the most impressive fan film I've ever seen and just shows what they're capable of. You can definitely also see a major Zelda influence in their upcoming game. The brothers mentioned that they are pretty much producing a 45 minutes animated film within Kena. All the cutscenes are hand animated and of insanely high quality and detail, which is another point that just makes me really excited to experience this game. Apart from the animations and visuals, Kena really impressed me with its amazing sound design and music.
During the process of making the game, we also were introduced to a musical group called Money. And we actually, Jason and myself went over to Bali to do recording for the soundtrack. One of the things that's grown out of that relationship is Dewa is the composer, but his daughter Ayu is actually the voice of Kena.
My name's Kena. What are you two doing out here?
She's never done any voice acting, but she fit right in.
It's okay. You have to go now.
Now let's come to gameplay. Their description says, Kena Bridge of Spirits is a story-driven action-adventure set in a charming world rich with exploration and fast-paced combat. Players find and grow a team of tiny spirit companions called the Rod, enhancing their abilities and creating new ways to manipulate the environment. So first, let's start off with the Rod. The Rod are these cute little spirit companions that follow you on your adventure. But they're not just looking cute, they will also be a major gameplay aspect. The Rod can be directed in different ways to perform specific actions like moving objects to solve puzzles or even shape-shifting, which reminds me to one of my favorite animated movies, Spirited Away. Our little companions will also help us in combat. It's very cute, they will actually stand behind Kena, being a bit afraid, and once we start attacking the enemies, their courage increases and they start to help us. The more we fight, the more we also fill up a bar that will allow us to use special attacks with the rods, like freezing the enemy or heavy attacks. Emberlab has also clarified that the rod found on your journey won't just die in combat, so we don't need to worry about digging tiny little graves or anything like that. Additionally, you can also buy cosmetics in form of hats and make these cute little fluff balls even more adorable. A big part of the exploration gameplay will actually feature finding the rods, which are discoverable in hidden places around the world, and there's a total of 100 to collect. I also want to note here that Kena is not an open world game, but rather a wide linear game as Emberlab describes it. The village will serve as a hub where players can head into other areas which are more open, leaving space to explore. I also really love what they showed us for exploration. Kena can climb, swim, and perform special abilities for platforming or moving around in this mesmerizing world.
One of Taro's memories. I should see where it leads me.
Now let's talk about the combat, which looks absolutely incredible. Kena's stuff plays a big role. We can use light, heavy and charged attacks with our stuff, which can also turn into a bow. Additionally, we also have a few options to dodge, parry and, as mentioned earlier, special attacks with the rod. The combat system is very close to the one of Kingdom Hearts, which is my favorite, and it also has been referred to as Souls-like. It is fast-paced and complex. The boss design is clever as they will change between more passive and aggressive styles, and it will most likely involve time and skill to master. While you can of course choose a difficulty to just enjoy the story, there will also be very challenging difficulties as mentioned by Emberlab. When we beat bosses together with the rod, we will clear and restore the environment, which also opens up new possibilities in this world. Honestly, all of this just sounds so perfect to me. I'll definitely be streaming Kena at some point with you guys, probably on my second run when I played on the highest difficulty. Now, before I come to my final words, here are some very interesting facts that got confirmed. Kena Bridge of Spirits releases on the 21st of September, so already next Tuesday, on PS4, PS5 and PC. I'll of course be playing it on the PlayStation 5. It was developed in the Unreal Engine 4 and the next gen versions will feature a denser forest and foliage, and they will actually display all 100 rods on screen. Kena will also be using the DualSense features, especially for Kena's bow, which makes me even more excited. I just love the DualSense. And another thing that I can confirm here, what almost no one else seems to have known or mentioned, is referring to GameStar's information from Emberlab themselves. Players can complete the story in 8 to 10 hours, but you can spend almost 20 hours doing all side quests and finding all rods, meaning that the game is easily 20 plus hours for me, who is looking at every single corner of this beautiful world. I will 100% platinum this. Now to my final words. Kena Bridge of Spirits has me more excited than any other game. It's just so fresh and new. It has maybe the most beautiful world and style I have ever seen in a video game. It has Disney Pixar-like animations and polish in the presentation. It features a deep and emotional spiritual story, which is just the best direction I could have personally wished for. It has my favorite kind of combat style and lovely exploration elements. I'm also very happy that we have a strong female protagonist, big fan of that, and Kina's voice acting from the little things we have heard so far. I feel like I should also mention that this video is not associated or sponsored by Emberlab. This is just my honest, pure excitement for what they've made. Even though I really hope that they watch this video and have a big smile on their faces. And of course, I haven't played it yet. I can't 100% say that everything in the game is great and feels great, but I do believe that we will get something very special with Kena Bridge of Spirits. If you now share any of my excitement for the game as well, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others. Lastly, as you can imagine, for me as an environment artist, this is just insanely inspiring. I admire the environments in Kena so much. They fascinate me, they get me excited, and they make me want to create. And this is in fact exactly what I've been doing. Here's a little tease for my next huge video, hopefully coming next weekend. Hope you're excited.